about 30 pages, and he cannot give me a copy. And I asked him if he understood it was public record, and he says, "You're not going to hold me to that." So I wasn't trying to, just wanted to know if you knew it wasn't privileged information. Yes, I know. So I got the brilliant idea. I said, "Well, tell me then. You know for a fact that somebody over at San Bernardino has it, right?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Because you sent it to him, right?" "Oh, yes, I sure did." I said, "So, if I was to go over to San Bernardino and ask for one specific man or woman, who would that man or woman be, do you think would have that contact?" And without missing a beat, he said, "Lily Flores." Didn't even have to think about it.
He rolled on her.
Yeah, really. He rolled on her.
That's how you threw her under the bus.
She did it.
So I said, "Okay, thank you." So, well, in the meantime, they'd started recording the documents again, because the previous time that I've been down to risk management, I've been down to risk management like 4 or 5 times. And I went down there, I talked to one guy, and he was an adjuster, and he was out there, you know, trying to be good cop. Then the second guy came out, he was playing bad cop. I had more success with bad cop than good cop, because with bad cop, he's starting out, "Well, why do you need that policy? You don't need to read that policy, just fill out this form." So I asked him, "Well, sir, correct me if I'm wrong, please, but isn't it my obligation to make sure that if I'm going to involve myself in any agreements with the government, that I have to make sure of what I'm getting into and make sure that you're even authorized, the authorized party for me to be transacting this business with?" And he goes, big old shit-eating grin. And he ratchets it down a little notch, okay? Something else I've discovered is you cannot bring them from outrageously pissed off to a nice, snuggly little teddy bear all in one shot. You got to take them down step by step by step. You got to talk them down real slow.
Did you cite crop insurance? Or
Oh, no, I don't cite codes with those people.
That's
No, because then the next thing they want to talk about is, "Are you an attorney?" "No." "Well, then why are you talking about that?" I don't even worry about that. So I just asked questions. So I said, well, see here on this form it says, you know, like for instance at the top, I have a problem here because it says check this box if it's under $10,000 for municipal court jurisdiction, and check this box if it's over $10,000 for superior court jurisdiction. And he jumps my ass and says, "There's no municipal court system in California anymore."
That's right.
And I said,
Wow.
"Exactly.
So
My point. There is no municipal court system in California. However, it clearly says right here that if I don't complete this form in its entirety, that you will reject it. So what am I supposed to do on this choice here?" "Oh, just leave it blank." I said, "Just leave it blank?" I said, "Please show me the insurance policy or the instructions for filling out this form that says I can just leave something blank and you'll still process it." Shit-eating grin again. He knows where I'm going. He knows that I'm bringing him down. He knows that I'm right in everything I'm doing, but he's got to keep testing me. He's got to keep testing me. So finally, towards the end, all he was doing was whining. "Why don't you just fill out the form and let me take care of this for you?" Oh, no. Now, see, this is another thing I've realized is when they start whining, when they start crying, when they come up out of their chair screaming and spit's flying out of their mouth, you're on the right path.
That's right.
Keep doing what you're doing. They're not going to come down there and beat you up, okay? If they're hollering, they've lost. If they're whining, they've lost. "Please just fill it out and let me take care of it for you." I said, "Well, no, I don't think I could do that yet because I haven't even given the recorder an opportunity to answer yet." I said, "The recorder hasn't technically done anything wrong yet. It's his employer, the employee, that's done something wrong, and it's in collusion with the bank's fraud on this matter." I said, "So what I want to do is I want to give the recorder an opportunity to tell me whether or not what his employee was doing was right. That's only proper, isn't it?" Another shit-eating grin. "Well, we'll take care of that for you." I said, "Well, I'd rather take care of that myself because I wouldn't want to bring anything and put anything on his record if it's not necessary." "Why don't you just fill out the form so I can take care of this for you?" So I leave, and next thing you know, they're recording our documents. So he did take care of it for me. And I didn't have to fill any damn form. All I had to do was go in there and ask questions. And he got the recorder to get our documents recorded again. And this went on for 2 weeks. So I never went down to see Lily Flores. I just came back here, was doing things, got busy with life. 2 weeks goes by. several families from here, there's 170 families total, several families had already gone down and recorded their documents, and then another family went down to do it and comes back, they won't record my documents. So now I gotta go to risk management. So I still haven't got that policy. Let's go see what that policy says. Because I know, and I've known for a long time, but never been able to prove it, that an insurance policy is not a contract where I'm involved in it. It's a contract between the other guy and the insurance company. And if I go in there and make a claim, that's a trespass.
Mm-hmm.
Not only trespass. Not only is it a trespass, but it's a declaration of my incompetence. Because I'm coming into McDonald's asking them to make me a Whopper. That's incompetent. You can't keep the burgers straight. You're incompetent. So I went back down to the risk management office, and I walked up to the window and I asked to see Lily Flores. Just a moment. A couple minutes later, this little petite woman comes out there and she goes, "Mr. Kane?"
Oh.
How do you know my name?
Yeah, I know. I said, "Yes." She said, "Are you here for your insurance policy?" I said, "Yes." "Well, I've been waiting on you for 2 weeks. I have it over here for you. I think I have to have you give me something in writing to request it. Is that a problem?" "No." "You got a FOIA request form?" "No, just write it on a piece of paper. I'll bring you one." I said, "Okay." Then she says, "Oh, and I think I have to charge you for it. It's not too much if it's a dime a page, is it? I think it's only about $2. I said, "No, that's no problem." So I fill out the little paper. I wrote on there, "Kindly provide me with a copy of the current insurance government crime insurance policy for San Bernardino County," and signed it. She came back out with this lady with a receipt book, wrote me out a receipt for $1.90 cash, gave me, she could have charged me for 38 pages, but she double-sided them. So she gave me 19 pages double-sided. She knew who I was and was very friendly and happy to see me. I've run across this before in courthouses in Ohio. I even, as a matter of fact, I have somebody that works at a courthouse in Ohio and is a secretary in the courthouse, that if there's any information that she feels that I need to know, she contacts a third party, and that third party contacts me and lets me know whatever it is that she wants me to know. Because she can't contact me, she can't tell me, but she could tell her friend, knowing that her friend is going to get it to me. And then I could talk back to her friend, knowing that her friend will pass whatever I say back to her.
Why does she want to inform you?
Because she likes what I do.
This is a personal.
She's leaving food on the back porch. She can't join the fight, but she's leaving food on the back porch.
When you look what's going on, like in Birmingham, Alabama, Jackson County, they're laying off everybody that works in the whole county because they're completely bankrupt. And these people are starting to turn slowly but surely because they know that what they've been doing is wrong. And we can be the saving grace because we do operate in honor.
Right.
Yep.
We're not here to steal anything or do anything fraudulent.
And about that, them doing things wrong and realizing that things are wrong, is I don't ever go to a man or a woman and say, "You're committing fraud, you're doing wrong, you're doing this."
Exactly.
Right? I'm not going to do that to them because they've been working in this business for 20 years. Just like that lady there in Arizona. You know, she'd been working at the bank for 20 years and I freaked her out. But I didn't call her a liar or a thief. I didn't accuse her of fraud. What I did was I said, "Hey everybody, gather around and look, I'm going to show you something." And then what I did was I pointed and I said, "Look at the Emperor's beautiful new belt buckle."
They don't worry.
And nobody will look.
Yep.
You cannot go into somebody who kisses their babies goodnight every night and tell them that they're committing fraud and that they're paying their children's college educations with money gained in fraud. You can't do that to people. They have to realize it. They have to wake up.
Yeah.
Right.
So everything that I'm doing is always gravitated towards uplifting the other guy. Bringing him up out of the mire that he's found himself in voluntarily, by the way.
That he basically asked for.
Right.
I want to move up the corporate ladder in government.
Well, they did a masterful conditioning program over the last 80 years for sure, and you got to have mercy on these people and treat
That's
them
right.
like they're handicapped. That's the way I kind of treat them because I some of this
If you want to get receive grace, you must give
Yeah.
grace. You
That's
will
right.
reap
Yeah.
what you sow.
That's right.
So
Go
if
with
you
the
sow
others.
grace, you will receive grace.
I'll claim that.
I claim it every day.
I claim it.
Mhm.
I shall serve you at the Chinese restaurant.
So I sow and then I reap. And Lily Flores is a perfect example of that, because now I call her on the phone a week ago.